He showed up drunk, left with your girlfriend, and still got cast as the hero. That was Errol Flynn. The name alone became slang for seduction, in like Flynn. But behind the twinkle-eyed charm and the pirate boots was a man with a rap sheet of scandals, enemies, and appetites that could devour a studio system whole. This is not a redemption arc. This is a collision course with fame, flesh, and fallout. Chapter 1. The Smuggler with a Jawline. Errol Leslie Thompson Flynn was born in Tasmania in 1909, and it was downhill from there. He was expelled from nearly every school he attended, not because he was dumb, but because he was impossible. He boxed, he brawled, he allegedly smuggled opium, he lied his way into the British Merchant Navy. Some say he was involved in slave labour in New Guinea. Others say that's just Flynn being Flynn. The truth? Probably both. Hollywood didn't care. Warner Brothers saw him, shirtless and sneering, in a cheap costume drama, and thought, he's it. And he was. In 1935, Captain Blood made him a star. In 1938, The Adventures of Robin Hood made him immortal. In between, he drank, fought, seduced, and, if you believe half the stories, left a trail of ruined hotel rooms, actresses, and studio handlers begging for sedation. Chapter 2. The Bedroom Files. Errol Flynn's reputation as a womanizer wasn't just exaggerated, it was weaponized. The man was a walking tabloid headline. Married 3 times, divorced 3 times, countless affairs in between. Olivia de Havilland, his co-star in Robin Hood, was rumoured to be both madly in love with him and disgusted by him. Joan Crawford, Marlene Dietrich, and even teenage starlets were all linked to him. And then came the trial. In 1942, Flynn was charged with statutory rape. Not once, but twice. 2 teenage girls, both underage, accused him of seduction, coercion, and worse. The case went to court. Hollywood panicked. But Flynn hired the best lawyers money could buy, flirted with the jury, showed up tan and relaxed, and somehow was acquitted. Afterward, he said, "I've had a hell of a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed every minute of it." America was stunned. Flynn was officially in like Flynn. Chapter 3. Nazi Rumours and FBI Files. Here's where it gets dark and weird. In the post-war years, rumours swirled that Flynn had Nazi sympathies. Some claimed he had attended pro-German events before the war. Others whispered he was an actual spy. The FBI opened a file, and though there was no solid proof, the damage was done. Flynn's public image became murky, troubled, dangerous. He had always played the charming rogue, but now people weren't sure where the act stopped. The man who once thrilled audiences by storming castles was now storming the Chateau Marmont at 4 a.m., looking for morphine. Chapter 4. Downhill on a bar cart. By the 1950s, Flynn was broke, bloated, and buzzed 24/7. His liver was shot. His career was on life support. He started writing, badly. He tried TV, briefly. Then in 1959 he published his autobiography, My Wicked, Wicked Ways. It was part confession, part provocation, and part middle finger to the studio system that made him a star, and then tried to pretend he'd never happened. In it, he admitted to affairs, drugs, violence, affairs, ego, affairs, drinking, affairs, and yes, more affairs. If there was a moral, no one ever found it. Flynn died that same year at age 50. Massive heart failure. His 17-year-old girlfriend was by his side. Even in death, the headlines wrote themselves. Chapter 5. The after party never ended. Errol Flynn's legacy is complicated. The modern movie star, flawed, irresistible, and always just one scandal away from legend. But he also embodied the darkest corners of fame, the places where power meets entitlement and good looks blur the line between charisma and danger. Hollywood never quite knew what to do with Flynn, and he liked it that way. He once said, "It isn't what they say about you, it's what they whisper." And if that's true, Errol Flynn is still whispering, from the grave, in Technicolor. Final curtain. Flynn lived fast, lied well, and left a wreckage of stories behind him. Some true, some not, all unforgettable. He was Robin Hood, he was Don Juan. He was trouble with a capital T and a custom-made cape. In a town full of actors, Errol Flynn was something worse. He was real. And that's the name of that tune. Thanks very much for subscribing. It's free and so fun. Love you. Mean it. Just like old Hollywood.